Welcome to the TNT Show. I'm the Rev. Today, we've got our new segment featuring the award-winning Black Cat Comics, and we get to meet with cosplayer and Salt Lake Comic-Con staple, Mindy Madsen. Let the mischief begin. So recently, Netflix, one of the biggest proponents of net neutrality, has come forth and admitted that they have been throttling their video speeds, delivering degraded video quality to Verizon and AT&T users. When asked why they didn't bother with Sprint or T-Mobile, the video streaming giant answered that users on those carriers have already been throttled enough. Netflix says that the throttle is all for the greater good of its viewers, and I quote, to protect consumers from exceeding mobile data caps. Netflix, just in case you thought you were too old for a babysitter while you watched a movie. As part of its new expanded service, Netflix will be providing viewers with a glass of warm milk and a courtesy reminder of when it's Betty Bye time. Microsoft's experimental AI chatbot Tay went from 19-year-old American sweetheart to super racist, misogynistic in less than 24 hours, thanks to its ability to learn how to communicate by studying comments on Twitter. So let me get this straight. A lot of super smart programmers gave an artificial intelligence the ability to learn by interacting with people on the internet, and it went from super sweet to hardcore Nazi in under a day. Yeah, that doesn't make me the slightest bit worried about the future of AI.
My CPU is a neural net processor, a learning computer.
I don't get it. Give me a second.
Peace in our time.
Now, Microsoft has given a formal apology and hopes to avoid a repeat of the fiasco, stating that Tay's next version will only be able to learn from statements made by leading presidential candidates. But enough of that, on to the world of comics. And who better to talk about that than our good friends Greg and Taylor at Black Cat Comics.
Thanks, Rev. I'm Greg at Black Cat Comics.
And I'm Taylor.
The book that I really want to talk about this week is from Dark Horse Comics, brand new book by Peter Tomasi, House of Penance. Really, really cool, really creepy vibe, really great horror book. It kind of focuses on the legend of Sarah Winchester, where she was just building passages to nowhere and doors that opened into nothing, and the family curse and the ghosts and things like that. It concentrated more on the construction people, kind of what was going on in society at that time and their attitudes. It's really, really good. You haven't had a chance to read it yet.
No, but I flipped through it. It looks really beautiful and very creepy. It's got kind of like a witch's vibe to it.
Yeah, even Severed. I mean, it's like kind of the best of Scott Snyder's creepy, kind of get under your skin horror stuff. It's really, really good stuff.
Peter Tomasi, it's great.
So once again, I am Greg at Black Cat Comics.
And I'm Taylor.
Back to you, Rev.
Thanks, guys, and welcome to the show. Now, here at the TNT Show, we really want it to be about you guys, the viewers. It's why we love your comments and questions. It's why we love to involve you in the TNT round and other parts of the show. So one of the things we're doing is to highlight you, our friends and fellow fans of games and comics. One of the most distinct things about going to a convention is the chance to see some of the amazing costumes that people create. Today, we'd like to introduce you to Mindy Madsen, or rather, we're going to give Mindy a chance to introduce herself.
My name is Mindy Madsen, and I've been cosplaying for about 14 years, ever since the first Lord of the Rings movie came out, and I wanted to be Galadriel, so that was the first costume I ever made. At the time, I thought it was the only costume I was ever going to make. It was kind of expensive. Then the next year came along, and I decided I wanted to be Arwen, and then it just kind of started from there. I have 38 costumes now, and a couple more in the works. It's a lot of fun to pretend that you're somebody else and to wear a costume and just be somebody else for a little while. My favorite cosplays I've done, Galadriel, because it was my first and that's what started it all. Seven of Nine from Star Trek, and another favorite is Gamora from Guardians of the Galaxy. I just absolutely love that movie. I love the green skin, I love the character, it's a lot of fun. If I could say anything to someone who wants to get into cosplay, I would say cosplay what you love. A lot of people I know, they always say, you know, who should I cosplay based on how I look? And if you look like the character, that's really nice too, but I think it's even more fun to just do what you love. And when we cosplay, it's just pretend. So it's all fun. Probably the most rewarding thing about cosplay is the charity groups that I belong to. I belong to about 3 different groups, and we go around to community events, we visit kids in hospitals, a lot of stuff like that. So a lot of the charity work is really rewarding, and it's a lot of fun to do too.
Thank you, Mindy. And again, you can check out her work at the links listed below. You know, I really love the fact that she mentioned the charity work. It's a huge part of what goes on, and something that most of us don't think about when we see cosplayers. You know, it's more than just costumes, it's about the community, and that is something we are definitely going to explore more down the road. Well, that's our show. I hope you've enjoyed the new format. There's still a lot more on the way. The TNT round will be back sometime, eventually, because we have some really fun things in the works for that as well. And in the meantime, current red and blue teams, just hang tight. I'm sure there's something you can do to keep yourself entertained. Maybe go watch some Throttled Netflix. Thanks for watching. Check out some of our other videos here, and stay tuned for more new stuff from Black Cat Comics. We'll be talking about Free Comic Book Day, and the return of G, who will be hosting our new roundtable discussion, the TNT Dungeon Crawl. So keep those comments and posts coming, and until next time, remember, so say we all. And we'll see you next time on the TNT Show.